Happy to be here because I'm hosting today.
Before we even start, let me say how uncomfortable I am with this show.
Just want to get you guys honest opinions.
You're going to put me on the spot about things we haven't prepared at all.
100%.
Seminal fluids can give you a younger looking skin.
Chris has not agreed to any of this, just for the record.
I love the fact that this chick had a rationale behind why this works for her.
I've tried it.
You've tried it?
I've tried it, yeah.
Actually, I would try that. Hi, welcome to another episode of Beauty and the Brain, the podcast where we talk about all things aesthetics. I'm Dr. Chris Croley.
And I'm Jerry Drinkard, family nurse practitioner. And together, Chris and I own Skin and Tonic med spa located in Pace, Florida. We're joined today by Allie Ballew, our nurse practitioner at the clinic, and we're so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here because I'm hosting today. Chris and Jerry have no idea what I'm going to ask them, what videos I'm going to show them, what products, procedures, anything that we're going to talk about today. This is not rehearsed. I didn't even let them open the Google Doc. So we're just going to jump right into it. And this is going to kind of be about TikTok beauty trends. TikTok is one of the top social media platforms nowadays, and it's heavily influencing what beauty procedures we get, what products we buy. My first question is, have either of you been influenced enough?
Before we even start, let me say how uncomfortable I am with this show. Any of you guys who know me know that I very much like to be in control, and so
Chris Nola asked me like 5 minutes before we started, can I look at the Google Doc yet? And I was like, no, keep it closed. Their iPad's closed. I'm the only one with the Google Doc open. I'm in total control.
Yeah, so it's a bit unnerving to give away control of the podcast. And
Chris is clearly not in control because we don't have coffee, we have wine. So
yeah.
Exactly.
Chris has lost all control.
I've lost all control in this episode.
That it's all mine. So have either of you ever been influenced so heavily that you have purchased a product based off of influencers you've seen online?
No, I would never be influenced and make purchases.
Oh my God. Yes. So, Chris, yes.
How many Amazon packages are in the door right now?
Amazon packages. We have a tonal hanging on the wall. Yes.
Not the tonal. Don't start on the tonal. I mean, for sure, I joke about not being influenced. I'm terrible. Everything I see, I think is a great idea. I'm like probably a dream for a lot of these salespeople online because I will order it in a heartbeat. And then Jerry will say, why did you order that? We have so many things that are not even open.
I'm very much a skeptic about everything. And so I'm sure that I'm like really trying to think if I have, because I'm sure there's something out there, but I'm very much a skeptic about products in general. So I don't think that I'm nearly easily influenced as Chris is.
Yeah, my most recent purchase was a teeth whitening kit. We offer teeth whitening in our office. We have like medical grade teeth whitening devices, and instead I buy something offline. I bought and instead of buying just the tooth whitening portion that I saw, I bought the special toothbrush to go with it because the bristles are so soft.
We frequently get toothbrushes in the mail. I don't know what his obsession is with.
If I see any of it, I buy the whole thing, everything that goes along with it, not just one portion of it.
Yeah. So yes, our household, yes, but me personally, not so much recently.
Well, at least there's some balance there.
Yeah.
I think I was most influenced by I was a big watcher of The Bachelor and Bachelorette, that whole franchise. And everybody knows when you don't get picked, you just get a FabFitFun sponsorship. And so I'm following all these people on social media, watching them unbox their FabFitFun boxes, and it has skincare in there and beach towels and hair care stuff and anything you could imagine in there. But you don't know really what you're getting unless you pay for the more expensive subscription. So clearly that's what I did. And now that I'm using medical grade skincare, I'm like, I don't need all of this junk coming to my house 4 times a year. So I've canceled my subscription. Thanks to the strong recommendation from my husband, because I don't use any of that anymore. So, okay, so jumping on to something else influential, have either of you been influenced to have a procedure because a celebrity or an influencer has had it and you're like, well, dang, that's good results?
I've had procedures that I was influenced by people, but I don't know necessarily a celebrity.
I don't think I've had, I wouldn't say celebrity influences or even influencers, but again, personal references I think are stronger influences. Jerry can't say anything because if he wouldn't catch such hell from me about it, he would be getting a leg lengthening procedure like very soon. He watches it all the time. He shows me online, look how much taller they are. They went and had their legs lengthened. So
I was really excited just recently. I was driving down 9 Mile Road and I was on the phone with my mom and I was like, you're not gonna believe this, but they have approval for a leg lengthening procedure at the local chiropractic office here. And she's like, I don't think that that's your kind of leg lengthening. I think it's for your sister who just has one short leg and not two short legs like you have. So
thanks, Mom, for being honest.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, all
What about
right.
you?
What about me? Don't forget, I'm the host. I'm the one asking the questions. But
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. I think I was honestly influenced by you maybe more than anything. When I was working in the ICU, you're like, oh, Jerry's doing discomfort training. Do you want to go and be a model and go get those wrinkles fixed? And so I did that back when I was working in the ICU. And then I think I'd mentioned to you at one point, I was like, I want to do lip filler, but I'm scared. And then you're like, go do it. Go see Jerry. And I was like, okay, so I think you more than anything.
Bad influence.
But I also think that it's stronger now than it was back when I was debating it or thinking about it in my head. And so I think if I were maybe 20 years old right now instead of the age that I am, then I think I would be more heavily influenced by these girls and TikTokers and influencers that are getting medical procedures and being open about it, instead of you just being like, wow, is she overlining her lips? Is she getting a good lip plumper? Is she actually getting filler? And so I think back then I would have been more influenced than I am now.
Yeah, I don't really watch TikTok, so I know that that's behind the times, way behind the times. Jerry, he shows me TikTok from time to time.
Yeah, I watch TikTok, but not necessarily about products.
Jerry's algorithms
Yeah.
on another level, another planet. So speaking of TikTok, the bulk of this episode is going to be me showing you guys TikToks that I've saved on my account and things that I think are interesting or maybe contradictory, or just want to get you guys honest opinions on these products and different things that are going on in the aesthetics industry. So without further ado,
So you're going to put me on the spot about things we haven't prepared at all.
100%. So first video. What are your thoughts? So that's the Dermaclara reusable silicone face patches to prevent wrinkles instead of baby Botox, per this influencer.
So I have a confession, and I don't have that particular one, but I do have silicone tape that
Oh yeah.
that I've used for reduction of scars from my neck lift. And it has helped. It helps temporarily if I use it. So
Yeah.
I can see that. I have not seen that, but I can see where it would help with inflammation. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works for inflammation. I know that there's a lot of use about silicone bandages, silicone tape for scar reduction, scar minimization. I have not seen it in place of Botox. So I don't know if this just provides maybe some extra hydration, some temporary smoothing of the fine lines. I don't know the mechanism. I would be willing to give it a try.
Yeah.
Because it looks comfortable. It doesn't look like it would hurt. I don't know how expensive it would be, but personally, I'd be willing to give it a try.
So the cool thing about it is I love my Dysport, neurotoxin, whatever. I would be willing to give it a try, I think, if I was pregnant, because it's FDA cleared, safe for pregnancy, because it's not an injectable. So I think that's a good alternative that we could even mention to, some of our clients. So per their website, Dermaclara works by occlusion technology, a microclimate created between the skin and the medical grade silicone, stimulates collagen production, hydration, promotes healing, and can also help with the appearance of stretch marks. Moisture is drawn up from the lower skin layers to the outside layers, causing plumping and a smoothing effect. So sustainable change is apparent, they say, after 30 days, using it once a day, and then maybe 2 to 3 sessions per week. Cost is $67. That's for the full facial rejuvenation kit. You get 4 eye and mouth patches, 1 forehead patch, 1 neck patch, and 1 prep formula. So the formula has something to do with it, I guess. Sessions should last about 20 minutes per day, and you can get about 30 uses out of that.
Yeah. So there's no way I would be that compliant. So it sounds great. I can tell you I couldn't sit for 20 or 30 minutes a day to put a prep solution on, stick this patch on my face, and then for temporary improvement.
Yeah, and if you stop using it, it's gonna stop
I stick
working.
mine on and sleep in it.
And that's what a lot of people do. They sleep in these. And I guess if you were to maybe make facial expressions while you sleep, maybe that would help to not move.
How do you make? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if I make facial expressions in my sleep, but I don't know. Also, it's $67 a month.
A month.
Yeah, because you have to buy new patches every 30 days.
Just come see me for Dysport.
Right. Agreed. Okay.
Okay.
This next one, I would actually be willing to try. So we'll see what you guys think about this.
Trying on the viral microneedling patches. It does feel weird, like
So these
tiny
are
needles
needles?
injected into your skin.
And you
But the
just
results it gives. Wow.
Essentially, yes.
Trying on
So personally, I wouldn't try it because I'm scared of needles. I would be scared about the sterility, or what am I introducing into my skin. I wouldn't know if that's reusable. So I would be a little bit afraid of using anything with needles that's not medical grade.
I have 2 thoughts on it. One is I don't think it'd be very effective with single needle sticks unless you take it off, take it on, take it off, take it on, take it off, take it on. Because I think one of the things that is beneficial with the microneedling like we provide is that it offers multiple needle sticks. I do think that it is goes straight in and straight out of the skin, so it's probably safer than some of the cheaper dermal rollers that we see that can tear the skin. But my question about it is it reusable? If it is reusable, how is it sterilized afterwards? How is it stored? Is there a serum that you're using on it? So I would have certainly sterility questions
I have
about
all
it.
your answers.
Please tell me.
I've researched the product, and they say it's a more efficient delivery system for hyaluronic acid. So there is hyaluronic acid product, I guess, coated on the microneedles. Some of the patches have over 3,000 microneedles on those tiny eye patches. And so they say that a lot of HA serums or things that you can buy probably at the drugstore can't effectively penetrate through under eye skin. And so by using this technology, you can get the serum actually in there to get the benefits of it. Not necessarily, I think it's more product penetration, not as much collagen stimulation from needle sticks in and out. They're one-time use, $15 per set of eye patches.
What are the needles made of? Do you know?
Just microneedles.
Okay.
Yeah. Best benefits if worn overnight so that the serum can
you
soak
sleep
in.
in the needles.
You sleep in the needles. But I think people say you can feel it whenever you're pressing it in, but then after they're there.
Yeah, I'd have to have some.
So I think I think just from a medical standpoint, again, without knowing much more than you just showing me this on the spot.
Yeah.
If the needles are not something that's going to be non-allergenic that are so right. So if they're coated with some sort of metal, sometimes that can cause reactions.
Yeah.
So, almost like when people talk about cheap jewelry and they wear it, if I'm poking all those little tiny needles in that are, not a good quality. So when we do microneedling, we make sure that we use something that's sterile, medical grade, low risk of reaction.
I'd be afraid one would pop off during the night and stick me in my eye.
They look really small. They look really tiny.
A small needle in the eye would still be a needle in the eye.
Little splinters, maybe?
Splinters in your eye? That sounds appealing.
That sounds nice. No, I'm not doing.
Yeah,
doing it.
we're voting down that one.
Next product. I thought it was kind of pricey.
And it's $15 per set.
eye set.
And so you'd have to wear
And they
them.
recommend that you wear them at least 2 times a week starting out?
So 120 a month.
So come see me for microneedling.
Right. Okay, next video.
This is an LED face mask, and most anti-aging skincare devices have very little research to support them. However, LED does have the research to back it. Specifically, red light can boost collagen production and have anti-aging benefits. But you should protect your eyes when you're using these.
I love the creepy music.
Yeah. So actually, I would try that. I'm not super compliant. We do have some red light devices that it's one of the products that I saw online that I was influenced and I did make a spur of the moment purchase. And you had to use it for so many minutes per day. And instead of being a nice little compact system like that, it was a standalone device that you had to sit in front of and put it close to your face. And so I was compliant maybe the first week that I had it. And then all of a sudden I didn't want to sit and take that amount of time. So maybe I would use something like this that I could wear around and still do other activities. And there's definitely evidence out there that show that red light therapy can be beneficial. I don't know how many lights are in there, what the more, you're going to give us all that information, I'm sure.
And so it's no secret that I have psoriatic arthritis. So I tried Chris's face mask that he got for his youthful appearance. I tried it on some places that I had on my legs, and I did it. I was pretty consistent with it for a month, and I didn't see any change, so I quit. So
Yeah, could be the strength of it too. Obviously, you maybe get what you pay for. So,
Are you saying I bought something cheap?
I guess no.
So I do have a question. With your one that you said was not like a mask, did you have to wear goggles with it? Okay,
Yeah.
So my thing with the mask is like you're still getting some red light around your eyes. Like these people are walking around in them, like there's eye holes. Is it safe to use these
Yeah, it's
without
not
goggles?
really like scattered diffusion. And
Okay.
so, and it's not on the eyes, at least in the video that I can see, it's not on the eyes at all. So it's not going to be dangerous if it's around your eye.
Okay, yeah. So the top rated mask by some dermatologists was priced at $455. That mask is FDA cleared. 100 red and 62 blue LED lights with antimicrobial properties that can help with acne as well, limited to a 3-minute treatment. And then professional grade masks that I found were close to $2K.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey. They're used a lot for hair regrowth as well.
Oh.
And so the caps they start around $1,000. So it's not a cheap therapy. So.
And we have some red light therapy too that we'll do during facials at the clinic. So, and like I said, we know this works. So I think it's just a compliance thing with this product.
Yeah,
like how
that's
strong
about-
is it and how often are you going to use it?
But I would try that one because it looks portable,
Yeah.
that I could wear it around, and so I think that would be convenient.
Yeah.
I think there's a little science behind that. I don't know about those eye patches.
Yeah.
Okay, next product.
So we're all aware that a good concealer is the answer to getting rid of dark circles. It's not really the issue that I'm having. I get these Louis Vuitton, it never falls under my eyes every morning. Like, they don't go away. NuFace sent me a device that they claim is going to help, so we're going to try it. Cute. This is the NuFace Fix line smoothing device. It's supposed to kind of like move it toward the direction of your nose in little short strokes. Apparently, it helps with under eye bags and all the little lines around your eyes. Kind of expecting this to hurt a little bit, but it doesn't at all. Yeah, I can already tell that this is working. I'll see the difference. That I am pretty impressed. This one still has those lines. This eye is my bad eye. This is the one that always gets the really bad under eye bags. This one looks so good. The box said you can use it on your lips too. So let's do one side so that we can compare. Definitely see a difference. And I make myself match now. I was thinking it might be time to consider under eye filler, but maybe not. Okay, it works. We're all aware that.
And then same device, but more on the lip plumping.
Okay, I totally forgot that I own this and I want to try it out for the first time with you guys. This is the NuFace Fix and this is supposed to be great for fine lines, but I've seen all these people use it on their lips and apparently it gives you like this amazing plumping effect, kind of like almost like a fake lip job. So I'm going to try it with you guys because why not? I personally have never gotten filler. This is what my lips look like before. I just want to give you like a good before clip so that you kind of can see the difference. Okay, so this is the serum. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this This helps it kind of like glide around. Apparently this has like microcurrents. Can you guys hear that? I'm kind of scared. I saw this one girl on YouTube going like this. So I'm just gonna do this. The weird things I do while my child is napping. Okay, be honest. Do you guys see a difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking to her like she can hear me. Yeah. So I do like microcurrent. So we use some microcurrent in the clinic and have favorable results. And so with home-based devices, they're usually not as strong as what we provide in medical clinics. So I would say yes to that because she clearly had some sort of result on, especially I thought her under eye was pretty impressive. So he'll be ordering that.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Allie. Just funny. So actually, I think we do have this ordered. I'm not for sure, but not because I ordered it.
It is on the way.
No, I think it's on the way, not because I ordered it. I think Sierra ordered it. So,
Oh, yes, we talked about this.
Yeah, so Jerry doesn't know this, but we're going to do some things where we actually try some popular products and let you follow along, and we're going to test them out and show you the results that we actually see. So I believe we have this product on the way because I was skeptical about it, but I haven't saw those videos.
Yeah.
So clearly I'm willing to try it because I told Sierra if she ordered it, then we would give it a try.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it is microcurrent technology. Let's see here. So the serum just is for glide.
So I'll say while you're figuring that out, the thing I feel with microcurrent and some of these, they are, temporary results. So I think that you probably are not going to induce a lasting change, but you could do it right before you leave. I definitely would do something like this before I went out for a night on the town, especially if I had some, a little bit of, under eye bags I wanted to temporarily try to tighten. And I think it would be worth a try.
Yeah.
What's the price on this?
So the NuFace Fix for the smaller device that you guys just saw in both of those videos is $165 for the small device, and then it's $49 for the line smoothing serum, which will last you 30 to 50 treatments. I'm assuming that's like per area, probably. I don't know. It didn't look like she had to use that much of the serum. And I know me and Sierra had actually talked about that some people are just using their own serums because they're like, I'm not going to pay for that. But their serums do have like Ionplex, triple peptide complex, HA in them. And so that serum does have some stuff in it that's probably helping. I actually talked to Lindsay, our esthetician, about this and showed her this video today. And she was saying, how we do have microcurrent that we use in some of our facials too. And it is good technology, stronger in the clinic probably than these devices, but definitely something you have to keep up with and do either right before you leave the house or right before you want that result, and it's not gonna last.
Yeah, I think at least, from what we see in the clinic and what our patients really comment on a lot is that they like these before events. So if they have a big event, a wedding, class reunion, or a big weekend plan going out of town, it may last a few days for that, but we don't see the lasting collagen production that we do with some of our other treatments, like our, radiofrequency microneedling or sculpture, things that we're doing to induce collagen production.
Okay, last one.
Does at-home laser hair removal really work? And is it safe? I get this question as a dermatologist all the time. Let's review the YouLike at-home hair removal device. The size of the crystals are very similar. This is important for safety and efficacy. The treatment felt very comfortable on my skin compared to the in-office device. Endpoints were very similar. Now let's talk safety. As you can see, the sapphire crystal is important to cool the skin while the laser energy passes through to heat the hair follicle without burning the surface. I recommend using this 2 to 3 times weekly and then monthly for maintenance. Some important tips about at-home laser hair removal devices. Always do a test spot and wait 1 hour. Don't expose the treated skin to sunlight for 7 days. Don't use this if you have a tan or have a darker skin tone, as it could cause a burn. Don't treat skin that's open, tattooed, has moles or birthmarks, or has viral warts. Though it's not as strong as in-office hair removal, which is a good thing, it's safe and effective to treat at home. So it gets a 10 out of 10 from me.
Yeah, so I love, hair removal. I always tell Jerry I would like to be like a hairless cat. I'll just remove it. And I'm, really bad about trying to go into the office and schedule time. We have in-office devices clearly that we can use. So I think if it was effective, it's something that I would be willing to try at home.
I think the thing with this will be consistency. Probably like with most of the home-based treatments, it's going to take a lot more treatments. There's probably some sort of disposal cost with it, or either the device isn't going to last as long and you'll have to replace it, because there's almost no way that you can have the amount of energy in that device as we have in the laser devices that we use.
Well, yeah, my thought on that is it's an IPL device. So now we have had an IPL device that we used for hair removal for many years, and it was effective. But the devices we have now are blends of different wavelengths that allow us to kind of customize the treatment based on the skin type, the hair type. And so I think we can get probably more clearance in a shorter amount of treatment with those in-office devices, because this is just a light therapy essentially.
Yeah, so not saying it's not working, certainly if it's all over TikTok. And we'll know here in 3 months, because whoever's promoting it, they'll be telling us in 3 months whether it's working or not. So, yeah. So, once again, come
I think it's
see me at the clinic.
I've seen, once again, so I think it's working. Some of the videos that I've seen, which again, you have to pay attention if it's like a paid ad or things like that, because you don't know what people are being paid to say or if they're being honest with you. But what I've seen from people who actually aren't paid sponsors of this device have seen improvements. Now you do have to do it 2 to 3 times a week and be, on top of it. But I saw a girl who was doing her underarms, and she had like that red irritation that she gets from shaving and inflammation, and that's going down, as well as her hair growth. Now she may have put some product on it and shaved right before that video, for all I know. But people are giving it good reviews. I would just worry about darker skin toned people using the device, because you don't want to get burned. And then also being careful to not use it over like moles, birthmarks, tattoos, or any darkened skin areas. And I think I have one more video I want to show you guys. This is a product I've tried.
Okay, no, we're gonna hold up right there. I can't do it anymore. I'm going to take back control of this. I'm going to ask the questions. So we have some that I want to ask you. I'm going to put you and maybe Jerry on the spot about our Instagram poll. And this is some of the questions our viewers sent in about some of these trends and home products. Have you ever tried, or would you be willing to try snail mucin? It's like snail snot.
Advanced skincare for beginners, snail mucin.
I've tried it.
You've tried it?
I've tried it, yeah. So I don't personally own this product, but I have friends
you
who have
ingest
it.
Or you put it on top of it?
No. It's like a serum that they get from snail mucin. I've actually watched stuff on this because I'm like, oh my God, the snails, those poor babies. But no, they like put them on some kind of like mesh thing, and like they just crawl around and then their slime comes off, and no snails are harmed in the process, supposedly. They say actually if you harm a snail, or like it's hurt or injured or dies, they release a damaging chemical, so it wouldn't be good for a skincare product. But I have tried it with one of my friends when we were on a girls trip, and she had it, and I was like, I need to. It is so hydrating. I loved it. I could see though how it wouldn't be good for people who had like oily or acne prone skin, because I think it's just gonna cause complications with that.
So could people with a seafood allergy use?
If you don't have a mollusk allergy, you can use it. Is that what it is? Mollusk? Is that what a snail is?
Yeah, that sounds like a good word.
A mollusk?
Would you try?
No. I don't like the thought of that.
It feels so slimy.
Yeah, it seems
but it
to me,
feels so good.
Yeah, but it reminds me of like Jell-O for the face, and I don't like Jell-O.
You eat raw oysters.
That doesn't count.
What if we rubbed oysters on our faces?
So I do have something coming up, so we will get to that in just a second while y'all are doing y'all's questions.
So you're not going to let me maintain control?
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a viewer question.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So what about bio oil gel? Have you guys heard of that, or would you use that?
It sounds very professional. What is it?
Allie, do you know what this is?
I know what it is because I've researched it before.
Because of the viewer questions?
Yes, because of my viewer questions. So it's basically just, it's used a lot for healing scars. Some people say they see really good results from it. Some people say there's studies that say it doesn't really do a whole lot, but a lot of people that have given reviews on it do say that it does help them, but it is, its #1 ingredient is mineral. That was one of the trend videos I actually ran into, was that they were like, don't buy this product because the very first ingredient listed is mineral oil, which comes from petroleum derivative. And a lot of people don't like that because it's not natural.
The mineral oil does have a mechanism that helps to break down scarring because it's used frequently in patients that have Peyronie's disease. So I would probably try that.
It's also like a common element in like Aquaphor and Vaseline and like all of these products that we all use, but some people just get picky.
It has vitamins in it as well, right? Vitamin A, E.
It has vitamin A, E, calendula oil, lavender oil, rosemary oil, and chamomile oil.
Okay, what about a banana peel facial? If people don't want to come in and pay money for a facial at the clinic, can we rub banana peels on our face and have a result?
No, that's gross. But snail mucin, not gross.
What about you, Jerry?
I would probably come closer to, I like bananas, so I'd come closer to doing banana peel. This is very science-based.
I'm allergic to fruits and vegetables.
This is very science-based.
Oh yeah, you're allergic to fruits and vegetables, so you couldn't do it. No, it is rich in like antioxidants, fibers, and things that it can be good for your skin, but there are also like products that have those things in them. So it's kind of a waste of well, I guess the banana peel, it's not wasted. It's actually probably a good use for if you're buying bananas to eat anyway, go ahead. Use that peel.
Not recommended by Dr. Croley.
Yeah, I'd try it. So.
Okay, are we?
Do you have any bananas in here?
No, I ate the last one.
And you didn't even use the peel.
Okay, are we done?
So I have one, and I'm going to call her by name just because she's one of my favorite patients. And she literally sent this to me and asked me if this was a real thing. And
she's going to be okay with you showing this?
Yeah, she's going to be okay if I can figure it out. Give me a second. Yeah.
Here's something weird and probably disgusting, but it works. Seminal fluids can give you a younger looking skin, especially if you are over the age of 30. That is because testosterone in seminal fluids is the best hormone for the skin. It prevents thinning and wrinkles and will increase the collagen and elastin production. Give it a try.
I love the fact that this chick had a rationale behind why this works for her. And she's also a pharmacist, so I assume that it's somewhat science-based. We all know testosterone is good for the skin. So you say yes to the snail oil, I say yes to the banana oil, and Chris says yes to the seminal fluid.
Chris is not.
Well, we'll try one each, and then we'll come back next month and we'll let you guys know how it went.
Yeah. Chris has not agreed to any of this, just for the record. Not even in talking about this topic.
Thank you, Donna Taylor, for the submission. We do love Donna Taylor.
Yeah. To clarify, I'm not for sure how much testosterone is in seminal fluid. I don't know that topically that it's going to actually work on your skin.
So you would suggest ingesting it?
I'm not making any suggestions about seminal fluid. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
I will say I'm the only one sitting here that has bad skin.
Okay, this episode is way off the rails.
We've got to wrap it up.
We've got to wrap it up. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in for another crazy episode of Beauty and the Brain. This is what happens when we give control to Allie and Jerry. So tune in next week for another episode, and I promise we will be much more organized and scientific.
See you soon.
Bye.